Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a fine Acer monitor review. Now we have the LCD monitor. This is the XF270HU, and it's simply the best the man can ever get. Have you seen that Gillette advert? I guess you haven't. That plug that Gillette advert. I want sponsorship. Anyway. This is a lovely screen. It has got no bezel, it's bezel-less, and it's really quite fine. They have got another older version, and the older version obviously had bezel around it, but it still had the fine screen. It's really crisp, clean looking display. So what I've done at the weekend last week, I tested it with Premiere Pro, After Effects, all that sort of stuff. You get wide real estate on the actual screen. You can split it into two. It goes into portrait mode, it goes tilt, it goes back, it can go up and down, left and right. It really is a screen that does everything. This is a professional and also gaming screen. The colours are pretty true to it. The sRGB is really pretty good. So if you're going to use it for photography and stuff like that, you're going to have fun with this screen. So as you can see just by this quick little description, it has got flicker display. This is a 27-inch model. This is a 2K version, or the 2560 by 1440p resolution. You can use it 1920 by 1080, but when I did, it actually looked a bit pixelated, and I was a bit gutted, and I didn't know why it looked so pixelated. Well, not really pixelated, it looked a bit fuzzy. It didn't look like it could be, like when you look at 1920 by 1080, that's high definition, like true high definition from back in the day, and that still is quite clear to look at for your own eyes. But when I put it on this screen, it looks a bit fuzzy. But then when I put it in the 2560 by 1440p resolution, it looks sharp and crystal clear, and I could zoom in on things, especially if I was using illustration or Illustrator by Adobe and for Photoshop and stuff, and I was really zooming in, even on After Effects and stuff like that. You will be able to really see the lines. They come really clear and crisp, and it doesn't have any bleeding light in the background that hurts your eyes, and it also doesn't have any bleed when you turn the screen off for a while and it shows up in the black display of the screen. So that's pretty good. This is an LCD screen anyway. It's got a 4 milliseconds response time. I didn't really notice how fast anything was when I was gaming on it and doing stuff. It was pretty quick. You got loads of little settings at the bottom here. I'm not going to go through it too much because everyone out there goes, oh, we could just look in the description down below all about this if you really want to know about it. But the most important things is that you've got modes like you've got G1, G2 and G3. These are like gaming modes. You can put a PlayStation to this, an Xbox to it, a PC, a laptop, anything you want. Have it as a secondary screen, have 2 screens, have 3 screens, it's up to you. It will work really nice together. You also got sort of an overdrive, which is like an overclocking feature. You've got an extreme, or you can have it off. I'm going to just have it on normal. If I go out of this, because all the 4 buttons do the same thing in the menu except for the right hand side one. When my computer goes on to silent mode or sleep mode, idle mode, whatever, and it goes to sleep, the computer's still going, but it's just no screen. I have to go into the settings to bring it back to DisplayPort, because I've got DisplayPort to get the 2560 by 1440. So we've got 2 USB ports, and it's got a DVI sub underneath, HDMI and DisplayPort all underneath, and it's also got a it's got stereo speakers in there, but the stereo speakers are really low, but it's just like a monitoring if you want to monitor stuff on there. I'll give you a little demonstration. Right, have a little listen to what it sounds like. And you're here and you want to watch it. Anyway, if you like this sort of content, you better subscribe and share, like, follow me on. So that's the sort of sound that you're going to get from the actual monitor itself, and it sounds okay as a monitor, but if you've got loads of people speaking, we've got the windows open, I've got one window open there, door open, and loads of people typing and stuff like that, and you can hear it, it's not too bad, but if you've got a little bit of a crowd of people speaking, you're not going to hear it at all. So I'll use it as a monitoring to check that sound that's going and stuff like that. Anyway, it's a 3.5mm jack. You can also connect in some other speakers to the back if you want to, but normally just put it in a laptop or into the desktop PC and then run it itself. So we've got a refresh rate 144Hz, which is really awesome. That means that you're going to get more clarity for your money on the monitor as well. It's quite a decent screen. It's an IPS screen as well. And the main thing, forget all what I just said, the main thing is, when I checked it out on Friday, which the video was meant to go out on Friday, is the fact it was really sunny. I've got windows wide open here, the sun was perfect, and I could still work, no problem. With all the other screens that I've used and other screens that I've tested, when you've got the sun coming in like that with no clouds, it's really hard to see what you're doing. And I could just still work. It was no problem. I could there was no like light on the screen. It was wicked. It was excellent. But anyway, you got AMD FreeSync. Only thing is, got a GTX 970 graphics card in there, so there's no point using that. I did have AMD, and then they were sending Acer, it's your fault. You were sending me all the monitors that I had AMD graphics cards for that had NVIDIA Sync. Now you send me an AMD Sync, and I've got an NVIDIA graphics card. So anyway, so you got all of this. It's really quite cool. So you got your FreeSync and a 16:9 ratio, flicker-free technology, and just like the price is not too bad. It's about £430 if I remember rightly. Links in the description down below, and if you like this sort of content, definitely subscribe, share, like it, like, and then look in the description down below for more information on where you can buy this, because it might have it on Overclockers as well as Amazon and somewhere else. I don't know. I just like helping you lot out there. But anyway, in America it's like $600, so be sure if you're going to get this screen. I know Amazon and on Acer's website is a little bit outdated, because I noticed the links when you click into it, it gives you the old school bezel version, which is still the same screen and everything and a nice clarity. But at the end of the day, if you really want to have the screen without the bezel, this is the video you're looking at. So it's bezel-less and it looks lovely. And I could see on the edges as well, I'm not getting any dead pixels or nothing like that. It just looks really clean. It looks like the old Samsung Edge phone where it's got, I think it's edge on both sides. It just looks like it's wrapped around the corners, but it looks nice. It's really nice. It's nice to watch in films and stuff, and gaming and professional work. So if you like this video, subscribe, like, share and all that. Check links in the description down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Something's wrong with my arm.